Do I have to be saying this on the internet? No. I'm moving to Austin. Like, I'm sorry. Bye, Houston. Like, I'm moving to Austin because this is incredible. Always try on designer when you have the opportunity. Hi, welcome to my video. This is Anything to Wear, and I talk all things fashion, except this week I have a vlog for you guys. I'm coming to you guys from a Waymo, and let me just say, Waymos, this is only my second time inside of one. My first time was a couple of hours ago when I first got to Austin. Let me show you guys I'm crossing the bridge right now. Dude, isn't it beautiful? Anyways, I'm gonna be in Austin for a couple of days for work. So I thought it'd be just fun to vlog and spend some time with you guys because I know I haven't been super active. This is your first time. I don't think I've done a job reveal on my channel. I work in communications at a Fortune 200 energy company. So that's my big girl job. That's what pays the bills. Now that I think about it, this is the very first time that I am coming to a conference just for myself, like to learn and take things in. Because I work in corporate communications, a big part of my job is telling executives what to say, whether it's like I'm helping them with their social media, I'm helping them with their presentation at a conference, I'm helping them with, that's basically it, honestly. So yeah, usually for my job, what I do, a big part of it is looking for opportunities for executives to speak at conferences. And so I go to a million conferences a year, but typically I'm kind of just there as support staff. This week, it's not that. This week, I'm here at a communications conference. I've never, ever been to a comms conference. So I was slightly intimidated to be here in like a room full of like real communications professionals. Sometimes I still feel like I don't know anything. I've learned a lot and I have to give myself credit for everything that I've learned in the last few years inside of corporate America land, but I still have a long way to go. And a lot of the communications professionals in the same room as me at this conference have faced and lived so many lives at so many different companies. And I always tell myself my biggest goal with my career in communications is that I just want to be well-rounded. For those of you guys who aren't super familiar with the communications world, there's a lot. And I feel like the practice and the career usually doesn't get a lot of flowers because everybody and their mother thinks that they're a communications expert, because at the end of the day, we all talk, right? We can all speak, we can all write, but communications is a special art. And there are going to be people who are better at it than others. And when that's the case, they do it for a living, like myself, which thinking back to like little college old me would have been absolutely like crying, screaming, throwing up, because all I wanted when I was in college is to have a job and be a real communicator and get paid to do what I actually like to do and what I'm actually good at. So I feel like it's a little bit of a made it moment. So yeah, that's why I'm in Austin, partly. And I just wrapped my day one for the conference and I'm starving. Your girl's gonna die shortly if I don't get any fuel in my system. But before I get to eat, I'm actually gonna make a quick stop at Target first. Do I have to be saying this on the internet? No. Should I? No. Will I? Yes. I am an IBS warrior in recovery. I've actually had a pretty solid few months, like I'd say close to a year. I haven't had like any huge crazy IBS moments. Recently I had a relapse. Mama has been very stressed and my IBS symptoms are directly linked to my stress. Unfortunately, I don't know why my body likes to do that to me. So fun. But anyways, I am on my way to Target because I'm gonna go find some fiber. I didn't bring any from home because I forgot. I meant to bring like the fiber to go tubes, and those are honestly a godsend for me. I won't say too many graphic details, but it does keep things moving regularly and smoothly and not scary at all. So I'm gonna get ahead of any IBS mishaps while I'm here to go find some fiber. If this is being recorded, YMO headquarters, actually it's okay because I'm already putting it on the internet. Let me dress my toes. Hold on. A different note, guys, I'm having such a good hair day. One of the top reasons that I love Austin is because I always have good hair days here. Austin's humidity range is so much lower than Houston. I'm definitely gonna bring that up to my husband. I'm gonna say, you know what, we need to move to Austin. And when he asks me why, because I have really, really good hair days. And honestly, that's kind of like a benefit to him too. Like, imagine looking at your wife all the time and her hair looks great. Good morning, guys. I slept like a freaking rock and I ended up waking up a little bit late. So I'm most definitely running late to the conference. So now I'm just gonna get dressed and then run. I have this very luxurious silky skirt and I packed like a chunky knit. I was originally gonna wear this look with tights and everything because I thought it was gonna be like really cold. I really should have checked the weather map before I left. My legs are hairy. I ended up falling asleep watching Dior and I only watched like the first 15 minutes of it, but it's all about this creative director's debut at Dior. The movie is narrated by what I'm assuming is like the personal memoir or reflections of Christian Dior. And it starts off with him kind of like disconnecting who he is as a person and who he is as a creative director and founder of the brand. And it's always really comforting to see that people who create or want to be creative for a living feel very similar in a lot of ways of like, you know, it wasn't like Christian Dior was chasing fame and wanting to be this huge fashion house or see massive success. All he wanted to do was create. And so he himself didn't feel like personally attached to this massive icon that Christian Dior, the creative director and mind behind the brand, became. He still saw himself as his actual person. It makes him feel a lot more human. But enough about fashion. I'm gonna run downstairs and see if I can get breakfast and then walk on over to do my job. This is the look. Pray for me that I don't die of a heat stroke. Alright guys, so the conference, day 2, just wrapped and I'm back at the hotel. I booked a really cool reformer class for this afternoon. Is it called Soma? I'm gonna put it here. It's like Austin's only outdoor reformer type of class and now I'm gonna speed on over there and take it and I'll let you guys know how much I like it. I'm so excited because I feel like it's gonna be mega relaxing, but also I've done a whole lot of sitting at this conference and I'm ready to do some moving. So let's go.
Toes are facing forward. Yeah, you know what? We're not gonna be here for long. Put the knees in underneath and then press out. Bend both knees in, stopping them right under your hips, and then press back out into the plank. Try to keep your hips still.
Good morning. It's the next day. I had so much fun at the Pilates class. I ended up meeting, just like making a random friend during class, and the actual class itself was so good. So if you're in the Austin area, you want to do something a little bit different and go take a fun Pilates class, I definitely recommend Soma Reformer. And afterwards, I went to Terry's Barbecue, but I got like zero footage there because I was incredibly overstimulated. There were so many people there and it was just super busy. I also hadn't realized I had been to Terry's before. I was like, oh, okay, this looks familiar. But I went there because it was on the Michelin guide for Austin. It was incredible. And when I tell you, I borderline blacked out when I was eating dinner. I think I barely stopped to breathe. I was telling Alexis, my husband, on the phone. I was just like, dude, I had to stop myself from finishing everything that I had ordered because I was going to make myself sick. I was borderline binge eating Terry's Barbecue last night. And do I regret it? No, because it was incredible. and it made me sleep so amazing. I like downed a bottle and a half of water because I will say it was incredibly high in sodium and my body can feel it. And the rest of the night, like low-key, don't even know what happened. Like I entered a food coma, drink water, brush my teeth, wash my face. The next thing I knew, I was asleep for 8 hours. I'd say yesterday was my favorite day of this trip so far. I mean, I've only been here 2 days. But Austin's so fun. Like I'm going to move here. I'm moving to Austin. Like, I'm sorry. Bye, Houston. Like, I'm moving to Austin because this is incredible. And guys, yesterday, you guys remember how I was telling you guys that I love Austin because I always have really good hair days here? For some reason, yesterday was not a good hair day. And so I washed my hair last night and did it again. And I can't really say that today is a great hair day either. So Austin has me eating my words a little bit, but everything else, amazing. Weather's great. Food is amazing. Incredible, unique experiences. What else does a girl need? Now, it's the next day. And very last day of the conference, I have a couple of work meetings that I couldn't get out of for this morning. So I'm going to miss, unfortunately, part of the program at the conference today. Honestly, I won't lie. I was starting to get a little bit antsy towards the end of the day yesterday because I was just like sitting in a cold ballroom all day. So I'm glad that today is a shorter day. The conference will wrap pretty early. And then after that, I think I'm going to go to like a local cutesy coffee shop to get some work done because I still want to explore, but a girl has to like clock in and do her job. So I'm going to go find a coffee shop. And then if I can finish early enough, I'll probably do a little bit of shopping. And then I can't remember if I've mentioned this or not, but I'm staying through the weekend to watch Billie Eilish. Some of my friends are driving up from Houston to watch her concert. And it's incredible how it all lined up, like my work conference and then this concert. So I'm excited to see my friends later. So yeah, I'm going to explore more of Austin so I have more ammo to convince my husband to move here. Before I go though, I did want to show you guys my outfit because this is a fashion channel after all. Guys, when I say that I was a really efficient packer for this trip, I don't think I could have done it better. However, I miscalculated with the weather and so I have run out of clothes that I can wear comfortably. So I kind of have part of my concert outfit on already. It's not conference appropriate whatsoever. So yeah, it's looking like a hodgepodge of things this morning, but that's okay because I feel like it's all kind of coming together. I am wearing sparkly pants to a work conference. I've done that before and I've worn it to like a much more serious, like real deal energy conference and only like one person laughed at me. So I don't think it's that bad that I'm wearing sparkly jeans to this conference. And over top of this shirt, because it is incredibly see-through and not work appropriate, I'm lucky enough to have remembered to bring my shawl. So this is going to be the look for the last day at the conference. All right, I will catch you guys later. Okay, so I just finished, oh my God, why do I look like Poop Lovato? I just finished remote working at Creme Cafe. It's linked to the downtown library here in Austin, and it was such a vibe. But now I'm just gonna walk around and see what shops I can find. Guess who's back in the Waymo? I just picked up my luggage at the hotel and now I'm heading to the other hotel that I'll be staying at with my friends. I had quite a lovely stroll in downtown Austin. I visited a couple different shops and I found this one store. I'll put the name here. They're a liquidation store and they sell a bunch of like discounted designer. And if there's one thing you learn from this video, it's to always try on designer when you have the opportunity. I know that sounds a little bit silly to say out loud, but truly, like, for me, trying on designer is not only super fun, but I walk into the store really like picturing myself being able to get, oh my God, someone just came up to my Waymo. Being able to walk into a store just like that, try on designer, buy it, and that be it. Like, that might not be the case today because, oh my God, things were so expensive in there. But that's not to say that it won't happen in the future. Recently, I've been kind of like in the mood for a shawl. A lot of the looks that we saw on the runway in the European fashion shows were very like cocoon like. I believe the designer that did that specifically, like full body cocoon, is Jill Sanders, if I'm not mistaken. That kind of inspired me to find my shawls or buy a shawl. The other day I was listening to the Business of Fashion podcast, and they recently dove into their piece on whether designers nowadays really understand what women want to wear. And it's such an interesting conversation because I forget what the statistic is. It's so ridiculous. Like, the amount of creative directors in the fashion industry is so heavily male. I wouldn't be surprised if the statistic is at least like 80% male creative directors. Even in this year's different fashion weeks, I think the number is like around 16 creative directors made their debut line at so many different designers. Out of all of those creative directors, only 2 of them are women. And so women are severely underrepresented in like that career director position across fashion. And it's no secret that women spend the most money on clothes. So you'd think that more women would be at the top. And they were talking about this on the show, how a lot of the time female creative directors get labeled as basic. But the story behind that is that they truly understand what it's like to wear these pieces. And so they design in a way that's a little bit more like functional and practical for everyday female life. And that's where like the broad belief that female creative directors are a lot less creative than male directors comes from, is that their clothes are just more functional. You could actually wear them. But then on the flip side, a lot of people who defend male representation creative director roles come from it from an angle of male directors aren't living in the clothes. They have a bigger vision behind what clothes can be. And so a lot of their collections tend to be a lot more artistic and imaginative and push the boundaries because they don't actually wear the clothes. They don't know what it's like. Even now, just trying on designer clothes inside of that store it's just so barrenly obvious that high fashion clothes is so uncomfortable, but they're gorgeous. So it's a give and take. Anyways, my Waymo's kicking me out of the car now, so I'll talk to you guys later. Thank God you guys have snacks.
I wanted us to be able to see the album. We can't.
Say cheese. Guess who finally made it? You're a reoccurring star on my channel.
I am.
Yeah, say hi.
Did you just whisper?
And then it's
Hi, I'm Cynthia.
I had warned them because I was like, guys, don't hug me. I smell like trash. So I'm sorry again if I'm ruining the vibes here.
She waiting for a second. Is this mine?
She's so strong.
Wait, Cynthia, let me carry you. Okay. Oh,
Wow.
You kind of got my back. That
Girl.
Oh, look. What? Oh.
You know how I feel? I feel like when I was in Maine and like almost passed out. Look.
When I tell you, have you
Yes, I had a sandwich for lunch. No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm passing out.
She said the famous last words. She said, oh, I'll be fine. And I was like, Anna, the breakfast is free. She got 1 deviled egg.
And 2 sausages.
A deviled egg. A
And then
boiled
you were hungry,
egg.
what, in an hour?
I wasn't hungry.
A 1 boiled egg. And she was like, this is what I'm eating. I was like, Anna, you need to eat something. You're going to pass out. She was like, no, I'm fine. And I was like, okay.
We went to Denny's.
This girl almost passed out
No,
in the
actually,
elevator.
physically almost passed out.
Expecting to see the light of day.
Is it ugly?
No, I think it's cute and
I think
whimsical.
you're gonna use
Is it something I can wear?
I think it's cute and whimsical.
Okay, show me. Should I close my eyes?
You should.
Okay, I'll turn around.
You want to take a guess what it is?
I think it's something to hang on my purse.
No.
I think it's something, I don't know, to put in my house.
Yes.
Okay, let me see. Oh.
That's not exactly. It's cute. It made me think of you. Look at all the pictures.
I'll put it on my desk.
You see? She's so ungrateful.
I mean, going to. Well, I'm going to.
Okay, so I just saved myself from starvation and ate some sushi. And my friends just engineered me a look. I was originally going to wear the little white shirt that I was wearing earlier, but decided last minute, jokingly said, what if I just wear a bandana? The bandana that was on my friend's head. And then they did some wizardry and put together a shirt for me. And then I just have this little furry vest on top. And this look feels very, very comfy, very me. Is anyone else ready for an outfit check? I showed you guys what they engineered for me. This is what we engineered for Cynthia. These are tights. And we had to ask the little frat boy, we had to ask our neighbors who happen to be frat boys to cut it for us. And this is how we got here. We cut the crotch.
Should I show them?
They ripped a head hole for us. And then we ripped some sleeves for Cynthia. And she has this little sporty skirt underneath. Mm-hmm. Do you feel comfortable?
I do. And I have sambas on. So I'm going to be super comfy. I won't be like tripping over.
True. And we're matching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Beefy.
What are you wearing? Let's see. You have a Banana Republic oversized jacket.
Is that
with
thrifted?
It is thrifted. And she has a spaghetti strap black shirt.
It's from Classy Network. But
From Classy Network. And I have her bra, so TMI. And then she has this.
all of her undergarments.
I am.
That's so true.
She didn't want to wear any of mine though.
See?
She has a belt. Is this thrifted?
I think it's from Marshalls, actually.
Okay, from Marshalls. She has biker shorts. And then your little boots. She has your boots.
And
Can you
now,
see it?
And now we're all cohesive.
and we're ready.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Damn, I can't even do that. This is as far as I can
Wait,
go.
this is how high I can go, right?
Show us. Be careful, please. Dang.
I can go. Let's see how high I can go.
Okay.
No, she wasn't dance. Get out the way, girl.
I pull a muscle.
Nice.
I break something. Okay. We're going to go to the Billie concert now. Bye.